Today I'm ranking desserts. F being, you're a shitty host if this is your only dessert. And S being, so good the girl thinks we're actually gonna share. Let's offend someone. Chocolate. Chocolate is an okay dessert, but if you're not one of the first people to that Whitman sampler, they're gonna leave you with all the orange cream. D tier. Tiramisu. Do people actually like tiramisu? Or do they only get it to look sophisticated in front of their peers? It's okay. C tier. Lava cake, I should call her. B tier. Skillet cookies. Skillet cookies are so good. You can even go to Chili's and get a god tier level one. S tier. Apple crumble. Apple crumble is like the dessert that your grandma makes when you actually want cake or something, but then you actually end up enjoying it because apple crumble really isn't that bad. C tier. Muffin. Look, I'm a grown-ass adult. I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want. But muffins are a breakfast food. Maybe an afternoon snack. I'm not reaching for a muffin if there's other options. D tier. Pudding. Again, do people even like pudding? I mean, it's not bad, but you're a shitty host if this is your only dessert. F tier. Creme brulee. A creme brulee. Just because you use a mini blowtorch to add a little character to your dessert doesn't make you more important. It's like fancy burnt pudding. D tier. Sugar cookies. Sugar cookies are fine, but there better be something else on that dessert table. I didn't skip grabbing extra potatoes to leave room for sugar cookies. C tier. Red velvet cake. Red velvet cake is cool. It's good. But have you ever had blue velvet cake? Yeah, it's the same thing. B tier. Cheesecake. Ah, the LeBron James of desserts. One of the most polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. Well, if you hate it, then you have no idea what you're talking about. A tier. Angel food cake. You don't like angel food cake. You think you do. You don't. You like the shit you put on top of it. C tier. Flan. As far as I'm concerned, nobody eats flan. F tier. Oreo pie. Oreo may be an S tier cookie, but this ain't. D tier. Baklava. Oh, baklava. Don't be sleeping on baklava. Baklava is so good. And you don't feel as much of a piece of shit eating baklava. B tier. Eclair. I've never seen the allure of eclairs. Maybe because I'm American. I don't know. Like this video and I'll take one of you to France to see what I'm missing out on. C tier. Macaron. I know I butchered the pronunciation.
Lay off me.
These things are like handcrafted, worse versions of Oreos. Again, maybe because I'm American, but not for me. F tier. Carrot cake. Something with carrots doesn't deserve to be so good. C tier. Chocolate mousse. It's like a non-soup version of pudding. I fuck with mousse. C tier. Mochi. I mean, I gotta eat like 6 of them to feel like I'm accomplishing something, but yeah, they're decent. D. Sherbet. If sherbet is the only dessert, I'm leaving. F tier. Ice cream sundae. Now we're talking. Traditional in the tall glass. Banana split. So good. So good the girl thinks we're actually gonna share. Get your own. S tier. Cannoli. Mike's in the north end of Boston. Thank me later. A tier. Spotted dick. I ain't gonna lie, never had it. Probably never will. I know what I like. And why you gotta name it that? F tier. Peach cobbler. Make it blueberry or blackberry cobbler and this would rank much higher. D tier. Chocolate strawberries. Chocolate? Good. Strawberries? Good. It's basically a diet dessert and one that can lead to a fun time. B tier. Cream puffs. Really, I miss her. B tier. Jello. Fun to look at, but I'm not 6 and I'm not 85, so F tier. Funnel cake. Fancy fried dough. B tier. Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispie treats are conditional. Store-bought? C tier. Mom's homemade? Heaven sent. Left out on the table and so stale that your teeth get stuck in the bite? A tier. Croissant. 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 Love a fresh croissant, but they're not gonna be fresh when they're left over from breakfast. D tier. Coffee cake. It's just so boring. D tier. Ice cream. You lack imagination if you serve ice cream, but you know you can get away with it because it's an A tier. Key lime pie. Sour pie. D tier. Wedding cake. It's cake, but you're drunk. A tier. Bear claw. The name outranks the pastry. C tier. Lobster tail. Oh. Lobster tail slap. Like literally and figuratively. A tier. Scone. I refuse to eat a scone for dessert. D tier. Fortune cookie. Ready to be pissed off? Fortune cookies are okay, but the messages and conversations that they spark bring them up to a B tier. Yeah, I said it. How many other desserts make you think your life is about to get way better? B tier. Biscotti. I don't drink coffee. D tier. Fudge. Fudge is wild. Like, let me just eat this giant chunk of buttery chocolate. Not the worst thing though. D tier. DQ Blizzard. I mean, you hold any of these other desserts upside down and you're in for a mess. B tier. McFlurry. It would be a B tier, but the machine's been broken for 6 years. C tier. Chocolate chip cookies. Classic. Only way it gets better is if it's in a skillet. A tier. Pound cake. It's a slightly worse version of angel food cake. D tier. Apple strudel. As long as it's not a toaster strudel, which by the way are a fire way to start the day. These are C tier. Frozen yogurt. Goddamn ice cream wannabe. D tier. Churro. Churros ruin my confidence, but they're gas. B tier. Milkshake. Ah, the original smoothie. A tier. Donut. Somehow this breakfast food just made it to B tier. Chocolate cake. Cake. B tier. Apple pie. The best kind of pie. Even better than a cream pie. A tier. Cupcakes. Smaller portions, but yet I still end up eating like 7 of them. C tier. Pumpkin pie. I'm only grabbing a slice like 1 day out of the year. D tier. Ice cream cake. It's cake that you forget to thaw and then you make a mess when you try to cut it, but you still try. And then the last slice is completely melted. You can't win, but it's still a B tier. Brownies. Brownies are borderline S tier. You know what? F it. S tier. Alright. What should I rank next?